Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Hangar Flying. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation. When I'm not filming Hangar Flying, I manage the Aviation Safety Program at the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health here in Anchorage. Working in safety, it's great to see someone who is so dedicated to aviation safety and survival if things go badly. We're continuing our series of survival preparedness with experts from Learn to Return training systems. Brian Horner is the director at Learn to Return. Welcome to the show, Brian.
Thank you for having me back again, Mary.
We talked on our earlier shows about some options to help people survive a crash, underwater, cold immersion, and then how to survive until they're rescued. Can you tell us about some tools or equipment that might help pilots or their passengers in these circumstances?
Yeah, you're right. I've had two of my instructors on Hangar Flying helping to try to give some advice on both of those very specific areas. And I know that they always enhance their speaking by talking about training, because we're a training company. But I'm actually going to talk about something that's not training. It's gear. Because there's only so much really we can do, even in our short time with students. And really, certain technology advancements have been brought about that can help people flying in Alaska, or anywhere actually where there's cold water.
So I see you've got some gear here.
I have brought some, yeah.
Can you show us how it works and what circumstances it might be used in?
Well, the biggest problem for us to try to overcome in underwater escape, and also in a smoke-filled cabin, is we can't hold our breath long enough. We can't hold our breath long enough to get to the ground during a smoke-filled cabin, and we can't hold our breath long enough underwater normally in cold water. So we can carry something now that can be a breath of air, and in fact, sometimes it can be 20 breaths of air underwater. That technology is based on the old scuba devices that we've seen for years, all the way from Lloyd Bridges, if you're my age, to some of the James Bond flicks that are out now. And this small device here can be carried by a normal person in their aircraft, either a fixed wing or helicopter. And this, when deployed before they go underwater, or underwater even, can be cleared, can be breathed on, and can give you 20 or more breaths underwater to get yourself out or other people.
Is it difficult to learn how to use it?
Because it's based on normal scuba, and there are many people who are already scuba trained, if you've already had a scuba class, you're already halfway there. But even if you're not trained, we use a step-by-step program that not only builds upon your underwater aircraft training that we do with you, but now adds this device on as a second kind of adjunct. So it's really not that hard to learn.
Okay. And this might come in handy for somebody who is, say, in the back seat of an aircraft?
Yeah, in fact, you're exactly right that we can get a lot of people out of the front seats close to a door with our training programs pretty well. And we can even get people on that second seat out of their aircraft. But once you get past that certain longer distance to the door, it's going to be too far to get out on one breath of air, but it's also going to be too hard to get other people out who can't hold their breaths. And that would be your children, your husband, or your wife who are too far from the door and can't hold the breath. This device gives you time to stay in the cockpit, to clear more obstacles from those people, or even for you to stay in longer and pull them out with you as you leave.
So if you could recommend one piece of survival equipment for pilots and passengers flying in the winter in Alaska, what would it be?
Well, these devices here, whether it be a big one like this or one that you wear on a vest, but you're like right there on your body, very small, okay? These, first off, fit the model of smallness. And we've got to really think about egressing your aircraft in emergency if you have to, which is water, and that small percentage of time that it may burn. So the things have to be extremely small first, and that puts a limitation on things. If you're really looking for early rescue, you need electronics. You need some type of device that's going to send a message out to people, like a portable personal locator beacon. And it's not just a message of, I need help, it's a message of where I am. And there's even new technology here, like this DeLorme device that many people ask me about, that not only is going to tell them where you're at, but again allows you to give them very detailed information on what the condition is. Your normal beacons don't do that. They tell people, I need help. This is where I'm at, but this actually says what kind of help I need, and that's revolutionizing post-crash survival and getting rescued people.
That's great. So we've got the basic with I need help now to here's where I am and what's going on with the situation.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in learning about Learn to Return training, I heard there's an option for free class nights?
There is, and in fact, there's many options at the Survival School now for people to take advantage of getting training, including free training every quarter on a Wednesday night. Just check our website at survivaltraining.com. And you can bring your family to get bear defense training. You can bring your family to get aviation training. So there's many different things we can cover, just again, free of charge for the public.
Great, thank you for that
You
information.
bet. And we'd love to come to any business to give them a lecture as well on how to be safer.
Very good. Brian, thank you so much for coming to Hangar Flying, and thank you for bringing your staff. I've enjoyed having all of you here. It's been a real pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation. Until next time, fly safely and be the one that comes home.